Okay, well, greetings everybody. My name's Whipray. This is going to be my first recording for my channel. Yay! Today we're going to be playing Empyrion Galactic Survival. My wonderful sister got it for me for Christmas. I have sunken many hours into it already. I played with some of my friends. And since Star Wars The Force Unleashed is still downloading, I figured I might as well do something a little productive with my time. If I have any technical issues with the stream, I apologize. It's a trial run. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, hit subscribe, hit like, hit something. I don't know. Alrighty. Well, with that all being said, let's get the music going and let's go into Galactic Empyrion. Empyrion Galactic Survival helps if I pronounce the name right. Okay, so music. Alright, so the wonderful game that it is likes to start things off with you being shot down and marooned on a world. I like survival. We're going to call this, we'll say, stream recording. Recording thingy. There we go. Very, very technical terms. Thingy. Alright, so that's done. We want to have it on survival. We're just going to do a random seed, set that there. And there are two planets right now. One is, I believe, Akua. I've been calling it Akora for frickin' forever. It's easier of the two worlds, it's a breathable atmosphere, and not as many things try to eat you alive while you're doing things. Well, let's do something a bit more difficult, Omicron, where, things like eat me, there's no breathable atmosphere, so you have to get base up and running rather quickly. So, let's go get you starting. And the wonderful game gets you into a pod, and you're hurtling to a planet in a rather fast fashion. Very unpleasant. Yes, indeed. Awkward load screens are awkward. So, here we go. We are falling towards the planet, and I am about to have a very bad day, I'm sure. I see some iron, bounce, and oh my god, the motion sickness. Alrighty, I think we've stopped, we're settled, so we're going to hop out of this bastard. And here we are now. Oh, hello. Alright, nothing immediately trying to eat me, which is good. Alright, the escape pod has basic necessities for trying not to get eaten. Pistol, some ammo, a flashlight, a little drilly bit, a really flatny bit, which I don't actually ever really use. Some ammunition for said thingies. Come on. Food, water, oxygen, basic materials, some plants, lights, the works. So we're gonna tack all that there, and some oxygen, because oxygen runs out, and right now if we take our helmet off, we strangle. So, that being said, let's get our quick bar set up so we don't die a horrible, horrible death. And I think I saw some materials over this way, so we're gonna go kind of make our way over there, grab some local resources, because I believe those are used for med kits. And we have over this ridge. Ooh, water. Water is very good because that's how you got oxygen normally. You have to actually dump the little oxygen thing I have in my inventory. Where'd it go? This little bob right there. You have to actually put those in water, which, given the local, we'll say, environment, is a bit more difficult than what you would assume at first. So we're going to hop over to this promethium deposit and the iron deposit, because we're going to need those anyway. One to fuel the base, and one to enable us to make things, because that's kind of important as well. So let's scoot over there. I'm doing a nice sprint, because I don't feel like sitting around getting eaten. That's very unpleasant. Also, nightfall on this planet is rather unpleasant, because things like to eat you. Did I mention things like to eat you? They've got these like Audiga things with like multiple tentacle bits, and they're very unpleasant, to put it mildly. So let's go on over here. Iron's underneath my feet, and that is a shit ton of iron. Okay. Not so much promethium, but we can look at that, and grab that, because that looks interesting and fun to eat. This game is an alpha for what it's worth, so a lot of the animations are a little funky at best, and the sound's a little, what's the word for it? Primitive, I'd say almost. So we're almost out the water now, and I do like that it's very open, because in previous times I've had to build things like in the middle of a mountain area, and it's just real pain in the ass to have to get around. Or when there's like alien bases and stuff floating out and about. I should actually probably work on my settings. Let's put the quality at least up to good so it doesn't look so terrible. I'm streaming and all, but you know, Ooh, look, more on. But I don't want it to just look absolutely god-awful terrible for me. And we're gonna grab our base starter kit. There and ooh. Oh, that's what I need. Alright, so while we're also in there, we're gonna make some extra hull blocks, because we're gonna need them. I think I'm gonna be able to get like 15, but that should be fun. And we'll make some more metal plates. Hopefully it doesn't need all of our iron, but we need things actually with which to construct the base. So, that being said, we need a good place to kind of put this guy. And I'm feeling... It actually needs to be flat, doesn't it? The gasp. We actually might need that raise, fill, and flatten tool. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to flatten a thing. As if it is left mouse button for filling up train and right for flattening. So I'm not really sure what we need here, so let's just give it a go. Ah, okay, so left let raises it, so we'll just do that. Oop. Kind of eyeball that. I'm looking for a blue triangle that doesn't kind of float over my head. Maybe... I'm just probably going to end up being lazy and just placing it somewhere it can go without me having to fight with it. Because ultimately, you want to be blue and happy like that. But I don't like having my base directly with water, because that makes things very difficult. So we just need to fatten the terrain first. Oh, right, just hold down the right mouse button and that will deal with all these pesky terrain issues, I suppose. Come on. Alright. Are we happy? Are we happy? Hey, we're happy. Ta-da! Alright, we have a bunch of blocks with our... If I turn the jetpack on, whoop, with our little core in the middle. That gives us a basic base, for lack of a better word. However, we do need a power generator and we need a constructor for it. Otherwise, it's going to have no juice, and I'm going to be stuck with this very itty-bitty little construction thing over here. So grab some extra hull blocks, and I get to cringe at to see what I need to make for all the little bits right there with the generator, and the fuel tank, and the constructor. Oh, good lord. Yeah. Alright, so we're going back over here. Turn the jetpack back off. And we're going to do our base. I kind of want to make a long base. I've always been really tall before. So we're just going to do 3 there. Sure, we'll do that there. And I'm able to do this by just kind of holding down the left mouse button and dragging, and it will just make a nice long line of things for me. So we'll do that. And that's all we got left, so I'm going to make at least, what, 3 more of those bad boys? That'll work, and this is going at a snail's pace. 2, 3, and I think we need 5 of those slope ones so we can actually get on there without killing ourselves. And we're just going to pause this and take off a bunch of those, because I need to kind of get my rear end in gear. And actually, we'll give me 100 of those even, which is nice. Alright, so in here we have our oxygen. We have an extra 2 bottles made with the power in here. We got an hour and a half worth of juice, which should be fine, knock on wood. Once I actually get a base built, I can build a full-scale oxygen generator, and well, not really a generator, but a big old fuel tank for oxygen specifically. And then I can just kind of hit a button and it just refuels my suit's oxygen without me having to make it in little bottles. Makes it a lot easier, in my opinion. And these audio noises. Usually I have my volume really, really low. And so walking around, I'm hearing like the dirt and stuff. I'm just like, what? Someone's gonna kill me! Ah! So, thankfully, I'm just being paranoid son of a bitch. So, alright, so grab the extra 2 bottles. And did we already make all the things? We did make all the things. So grab that. And we're gonna make like 20 more of those things. And then what else did we need? We need to make a small generator, which is 12 metal components, 2 control devices, and a reactor core. So, reactor core requires a motor. Oh, dear God. Okay, so breaking things down. Motor. So we just need a bunch of metal components. That'll make us 80 metal components, which should be enough for a bulk of the other things. And that's kind of going on a snail's pace, so go pop that in there, pop that in there, pop those there, and here we go. And I want to make this wider, or do I want to make this longer? Alright. And we're just going to rotate those bad boys. There we go. And we have a little ramp to get up there now, so I'll use jetpack. And we are going to make this a little bit longer, because I'd rather have a little bit of sprawl for a change in my base. There we go. Perfect. I'm just going to use the razor tool, because I don't like base kind of just floating magically in here. Little OCD. Yeah. Oop. I killed a plant! Oh my god. So, just kind of raise this guy up. Nice little pseudo-jagged little one. There we go. Go. Alright, and we have ourselves something resembling a base. It's compact, but I'd like to make it a little bit longer yet, but we'll get there when we get there. Alright, so next on our wonderful journey of things to be made, we've got done the 10 blocks, and let's kind of stick one of those in. Alright, so that's the making metal components, which we need to make all the other sub-devices for the generator and the fuel tanks. We also need cabling. What else do we need? Cabling. A couple computers, I think. Right? 4 computers. So what do we need for computers? Cables, electronics. Oh, components, right. So we'll make some electronics, 20 of those. I think we maybe just need 10 control devices. Cue those guys up. And yeah. It honestly helps a bit if I had something attack me right now, because then the drones would come in, I could kill the drones and get a bunch of extra spare parts. That being said, I'm about halfway out of oxygen right now, and I don't only have enough to really fill me up one full thing of oxygen, so I'm a little nervous. Should be okay, because I almost have a 5th one of those built, so I can make another 5 little mini tanks. Not efficient, but it gets the job done in a way, one way or the other. So, actually, let's just kill off a stack of those guys, just so we can keep going. Okay, there's that. Base is kind of doing its thing. I need a name for that base. I'm going to go walk over there and press the control panel button. And it actually tells me how nicely that I'm missing both a generator and a fuel tank. So we're going to rename this base something impressive, something flashy. Fort Kickass? Archer? No, too much archery influence, and I already have one of those in another one of my games. We're going to call this... I don't want to really get necessarily introspective, but we're going to call this... Lake the First. Wait, Lakeside Base. There we go. Very, very inventive of myself. Yes, very inventive. I'm going to put this to public, so if I ever have people join my game, they can go ahead and play on it. And we're going to leave power off because we got nothing to really power it. So it's just going to sit tight, but when we walk a little ways away, and it's not going to bother to update that for me, bastards. Let's try this again. Lakeside Base. Enter. On. Close. There it goes. Kept it that time. And there it goes. Now it's updated. Okay, so now we have a name for our wonderful little base. And up here, things are still going at a snail's pace. Womp, 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 womp. Alright, so that's making those, though. So once this is done making these components, I can actually start making things for the generator and the fuel tank. So I need, what is it, some electronics. Actually, be enough to make a fuel tank. Like the fuel generator, we'll need a pair of capacitor devices, which will require, where are they? Electronics. Alright, so we can make a pair of capacitor thingies. Have to make a reactor core, and we already had all the other components been queued up, so with the reactor core requires a motor, more pipes, which I don't have any of actually. So make 5 pipes, and motor, and then we should be able to make the reactor core. Hopefully, that'll be enough. So while that's all doing that, we're going to fill up our oxygen and eat one of the fruits I grabbed, so we're not starving to death. And here's some O2. And these little tanks do not do crap for your oxygen. But it works. And these are storing about 50 each. Yeah, they're stored 50. I'm just under 500, so we'll use our last one. And that stack at least, and put another stack in. Another important thing, since I don't have lights yet, I'm going to put a light on the base so it's not pitch frickin' dark when the sun goes down in about 2 minutes. And get these out of the way. There we go. Yeah, everything's starting to light up, which means we can make it now. Alright. Actually, I'll figure in that many control devices, so let's make 5. I'm on, well, then we'll have to make some more anyway. Alright. So, what the hope is I'll at least get the base up and running before we end this video, hopefully. Alright, so sun's going down, we've got the water going, I've got a... oh, right, I got those points for the base. Ha ha ha. So we're just going to add one more thing of width to the base, like that. And we'll add another ramp to make it so I don't go insane. And there we go, we have a nice little thingy. Let's... there we go. Alrighty, and I think that's going to be looking good for a basic base. It was almost centered. Ooh, my OC sense is tingling. I need like one more block, I think. Yes, I need one more block. Or, I guess 10 more blocks. But we have quite a bit of a queue yet, so let's not worry about that quite yet. Let's still queue it up anyway, it can't hurt. Okay, so that's doing that thing. I don't see anything drastically trying to eat me yet, which is a good sign. Harvest some more alien plants. And plasma, 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 plasma. Hey, I hit level 3. Yay! Oh, so the neat thing about this game, let me drop this off in my little storage container for lack of a better word. Here we go. Boom. Because I'm going to need those to make kits. So the neat thing about this game is, in addition to all the little crafting you have in here, unlike, I guess, games such as like Minecraft, where you kind of, all the recipes and stuff are there, but they're kind of hidden. You don't really know unless you have like a wiki or something up, or unless you're on like the console versions where it's got everything listed. In this game, you have a tech tree, and you've got it for the deco blocks, which you unlock automatically, capital vessel parts, which are the big things that actually sit in orbit and generally stay up there, the base, which I need an oxygen station and a fridge. Small vessels are like, you know, your fighters and stuff like that. Miscellaneous is exactly that. Building blocks are automatically unlocked as you get them. All kinds of extra bits and bobs. Right now it's just the basic stuff, but when I hit 5, I'll be able to do windows and interior walls. Hover vessels are what I usually build first, just as a way to get around the planet quickly. They don't take a lot to make. And they did the job of getting around pretty easily. Tools are hella important. Speaking of, actually, let's move the repair tool, the flashlight, filler flattener, and the work light, and the weapons. Assault rifle, because, let's be frank, the pistol frickin' sucks. And in the base, we'll make an O2 station, because we kind of need to breathe, and a miscellaneous cargo box to store things, and an O2 generator, because we have to be able to breathe. And that leaves me with exactly 1 point left, but that doesn't matter, because, yeah, it is what it is. Yay! Okay, so we made all the components. Things are progressing nicely now. Because that's me, my reactor. Actually, I really don't give a flip about the blocks if I don't have a base with which to put them in. So put that there, because that should... yeah, because I make the motor, after that, I make pipes, and then over here... oh no, I need the 2 computers still. Shazbot. Alright, so 2 computers. And then that'll need a reactor core, which is right there. And we should need to cancel that guy, pop that back on, pop the on after that, so it won't just skip it. Because if you queue it up and it's already in there, it'll just go, oh, I can't fix it, I can't make it skip it entirely, and when you add more items, it adds it into the queue if it's already there, so, yeah. Alright, so the pipe stream is done, generator's almost done, and then we need to make the extra, what was it, 10 blocks plus 1, I think it was what it was, for the rest of the outside wall. And the fun thing is once the sucker's built, I'm going to have to worry about things trying to kill me, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Everything likes to kill you, don't you? So, right, tongue clicky bit. Right. So, food is good, oxygen's okay, because I'm not sprinting around like a madman. Bullets are good, components are there. Our oxygen station has 8 of these wonderful bottles put out. I'm going to need more fuel for the generator, though, once we get to that point. So we need to do Promethean packs. So let's make 5 of those guys. That'll take 50 of our 350 pellets. Thankfully, we have that Promethean and Iron Mine just over there. There's the 2 resources that you kind of hurt for initially. Once I get either a small craft or a hovercraft, I will look around for the other materials. Because on our map here, this is what we're at right now. This is home base, the lakeside base. Iron, and promethium, and then somewhere out there we've got cobalt, copper, silicon, and magnesium. We use magnesium for the bullets. Promethium is fuel. You can also do hydrogen fuel, which is really handy. Silicon is used for a lot of electronic parts and stuff like that. Copper is going to be used mostly for electronics, and I think usually that's about it. Usually it's copper and silicon. Cobalt is used with iron to make a lot of advanced components, like the generator parts, like the metal components and whatnot. Oh, and I still failed out on making the generator. What are we missing? Oh, I used up all my electronics. Whoops. Alright, so we are going to instead then make 1 more electronic, make our generator, and then while that's constructing, we need to make another, I guess, 5 thingamabobs, so that we can get a constructor in there, because there's no point to having the generator and the fuel tank if, there's not a constructor here, because that opens up so many more items to make over here. So while that's doing that, though, we're going to add an extra, I guess, wing onto the base here, side something. We don't go too far. Last little lamp. Oop, there we go. Alright, so there's our base. It is a nice, what is that? That's about the middle point, so 1, 2, 3 that way, 1, 2, 3 that way. Nice and easy, even the word. It's nice and symmetrical. Yay. That's going to appease my sense of it needs to look right. So back over here, oh dear. And the sun's getting ready to set. So, there is our generator, as I come in there and pick it up, so we're going to have to pick up one of these as well. So, we're going to need a bunch of other components. So while that's doing that, we're going to queue up another 10 of those, another 10 of those, another 3 of those, and 5 more of those, because we're going to need 2 computers to build our constructor, right? Yes. Yes, we are. Okay, and we'll have to have 2 motors, 4 pipes. I'm not sure we're not going to have enough pipes. Because our motors take cables, which we've got plenty of. Alright, so we're going to need to make... just do some more pipes like that. And we'll have to have 2 motors. I feel like a total ditz. Yeah, 2 motors. So cue that up, and hopefully that'll be enough to make the constructor. In the meantime, though, we're going to grab all but 1 of our Promethean packs. And can I make an assault rifle yet? No, I need electronics for that. On the list of things to do. Alright, so we have our base. The outside ring, I think I'm going to have it like that for the walls. Just going to put those up for my self-reference. For later, at least. Like that, so I know the perimeter. And then we're going to put this and this there. Alright, so the generator is, what, 2 wide? Or 2 long, 1 wide, 1 tall, right? Yeah. So that'll go there. And then we're going to pop a fuel tank there. Now, as I remember, I I think the large constructor takes up a 2x2x2 section, so I'll have to actually go up, like, when I build eventually a roof over my head, I'll have to do at least 2 high in order to fit the constructor in there, but we'll just toss some gas in. 10 units of fuel, we got the generator, nothing to power yet, so we're not going to turn it on until we really need to. Just sprint back over here. How is this looking? Good, 1002 bottles, grab those. Pop those in here for the time being. Should be okay with air. And unfortunately, we're stuck waiting on this agonizingly slow survival constructor to work. Nice thing, not really nice thing. Another thing worth a note for like the plants and stuff I can pick up. They have a perish time on them, if you can see right there on my screen. After that many in real-time minutes, they just decompose into spoiled food. And what that lets you do is make plant bins for the little planting pots, because you can't just plant them in the dirt. You have to kind of have a special thing for them. I'm keeping an eye out now because this is about the time when local wildlife decides, hey, let's go eat whipray, because that's a fun and tasty snack to do, because, you know, I'm totally appealing. You know, I'm not stringy at all. Nope, not at all. So, what do we want to Hey, I can make an assault rifle now. Bullet cells are good to go. Alright, so I wish this would just hurry up. Alright, that'll be pipes, that'll be computers. Let's do that at the end of the list. Hopefully that works. Alright, so while that's doing that, I'm going to seriously reconsider my life options here. What is that? It's not stamina. It's bad for my health. Just gonna crash that. Alright. Up here. It's so dark. It is so incredibly dark. Alright, where are you? Where's this? Textured plant protein. What on earth? Oh, where'd it go? What does that give me? Oh. That just looks appealing. Ugh. Alright. Note to self. Put lights in the base. Lights are good. Alright, so the constructor almost has all the parts I need for the constructor. The constructor's making constructor. Yo, dog. I heard you like constructors. So, this is taking forever. I can make coffee. Huh. So, diddly-doo, diddly-doo. And we'll queue up the 502 bottles while we're waiting. Motor, constructor, come on, and it won't work. Alright, let's cancel all but one of those, because if you cancel all of them, then it complains because... Or it'll cancel it, but it won't refund the materials for it, which is very, very unfortunate. Alright, so we make one electronics, because that's all we need here. Then we make large constructor, and then we can make yet more... Oh, bugger, I did it again. Yeah, if you already have something in the queue, and so here come drones. As soon as you actually put down your little base thing, it kind of puts a timer on the thing, depending on how far away you are from an enemy base. I didn't see it on my way in, so we'll have to keep an eye out for them, because they'll shred the base very quickly. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's building that now. And then I guess we can put some oxygen in there while we're waiting. The nice thing is, I'll see these little pips that I have on the screen now with the mines. The attacking drones will do the same thing when they're coming in, thankfully. I just need to actually check. What's the range of my pistol? I have a 70-meter range. So I need to make sure I don't shoot before that happens, or otherwise I'm just, you know, spitballing at people. So, alright, no monsters out yet. I'm totally not complaining. And it's almost finished! Yes! Glorious! Glorious days. Alright, we're going to put this opposite of our power plant for reasons. And if I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Alright, so we want it one up from there because it's got to be able to be on its back wall. And I think I didn't fuck it up. Cool. So, yes, there we go. We have a constructor. And in this one, you can make a lot more things. A lot more things. Like doors. Doors are important. Oxygen stations. Oxygen's really important. You kind of got to breathe. Alright, so, with all that on, actually, we're gonna power this on. Drones trying to eat me yet? No, I don't see any drones yet. So, what we need to do is, I guess, grab our raw components, and then, yeah, we're just gonna grab the raw components that we do have, we're gonna let that finish its thing. Leave that there, put that there. We'll leave that there too. We're going to put them in our actual constructor, that actually works a hell of a lot faster. So just deposit all of that to the components. And the nice thing about the drones attacking is it's going to give me a lot of extra materials, like pre-made components, like these metal components, cables and pipes and stuff like that, which will make my life hella easier. So next we need to probably queue up, I need 3 computers, so we'll need to make a computer. Let's see, 3 control devices, which we need 1 more of. And then we're going to need a bunch of, what was that, 2, 4, 6, just make 10. And then I think I have 2 or 3 computers for the oxygen station. 3 computers. So 3rd computer, and at this point, there are the drones now. At this point, it's worth turning on the base, which you get everything else running. You should see the little thing doing its spinny bits. And the constructor is now working rather quickly. Alright, now we need to defend ourselves. How about this? Yeah, here they come down the little radar, you can see. Upper right corner of my screen. Alright, here they come. 1 at 3 here is gonna suck some balls. Alright. Who is our lucky bastard? We're gonna look along the right. He looks like a fine specimen. Let me get myself shot up. And here they come. Shoot until they blow the fuck up. There's one. It doesn't fall on my head. Look at me, not my base. I just built my base. There we go. And that's the initial drone attack. I think they do 2 at a time. Sometimes they get bigger ones. And all of these nice components, even more bolts than I actually used. So we're going to grab all the extra components, which is going to be really handy. And then we're going to go over here and get the other one. That was a plant in the sky. More bullets and more components. There we go. Alright. So that actually should give us enough to seed our base with a bit more goodies like walls and stuff. So let's go deposit that in here. The shift click key is an awesome thing to use, by the way. Alrighty. So we've got everything we need to actually start doing important things like storage containers, and apparently I screwed up and I need more of those. And 5 of these guys, and as you can see they're going a lot faster in this thing than the other thing. But it was... where was it? Do we have enough electronics? Oh, I need cables. Alright, so we're gonna make 10 cables, because it's 2 to 1, because it has an output cap. So make 5, which goes to 10, which will be enough cables, and then we can make ourselves an oxygen station. And I'm going to hope... do I have enough? Yes, I'm going to make a pair of O2 tanks. I think. No, we're going to be completely out when that thing actually starts. Yep, and that's what I figured. So, we're just going to queue up another 10 plates, and then this way we won't be utterly screwed. My oxygen should hold out long enough for that, I would like to say. Yeah, especially considering I got all that there, and I got another 5 here too. It's been an hour worth of power, and this warp light is keeping our base nice and lit, so I can see what I'm doing. Because I'm still terrified I'm going to have a horde of monsters spawn and try to eat me. Because there's nothing, you're just walking around and, what was that? And you just get mauled, and oh, terrible. Right, so, base is sucking out some power. And did I make the... yes, I made the thingy. I made a thing! Alright, we're going to make 2 oxygen stations, or tanks, and a cart box. And I think a door might not be too much to ask for either. I think I might be able to pull that all off. I think, yeah. That'll take 1 control device, 2 control device, 3, 4. Which is exactly all I have. That'll work. Alright, so while we're thinking about that, we're just going to We're just gonna keep another 5 of those guys. Couldn't do that. Okay, let's see here. I need lights. God, do I need lights. Alright, give me that. Come on, come on, come on. Give me the last one. There we go. Alright, so now we got our O2 tanks, and we're just gonna do that there, and then we're going to use our jump pack to hop up on top of the fuel tank, bouncing just so. Because if we have to make the first level 2 stories at least, we might as well, you know, maximize the amount of volume we can pack in here. There we go, there's our O2 station. And I believe I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this fulfills 250 units of oxygen, which is really nice. Now, the only thing I need now is a way with which to get meat. And unfortunately, the very same monsters that are trying to usually kill me aren't spawning, which means I can't use them, or I can't harvest them for meat, which is a little bit unfortunate. So, let us see here. Where are they? Dear me. Alright, well, that's kind of scrapped. So we'll make that door. I need a cargo box. And, oh, look, 5 minutes of oxygen, though. Tanks are pretty low. Alright, so I just need to make a bunch of these hull blocks. And in my infinite wisdom, I failed to make more metal plates. So let's go make... I think I can get away with 30. That's going to be... That should be enough. Oh, that's going to be 300 of those damn things. I don't need that many. Shit. 20... Yeah, I think 20 should... We'll do 15. 15 will be good. There we go. Okay. So, that's doing that thing. Do I need any more of these things? A second fuel tank can't hurt. But I kind of need a food processor. Otherwise, I'm going to be kind of hurting for ways to actually make food. Like, the survival thing over there can make salami, but unfortunately, that's about all it can do. I can't do, like, canned meat and other goodies like that, so... Also, if I remember right on the smell, there's actually... I don't remember if there's any way to get plant fibers, which are what you need to actually make growing plots for your plants, which means I'm stuck with the 2 I have unless I can find a alien base that has a bunch of them, and I can just take them apart and make new ones out of their parts. Alright, so let's look at the panel. I've got an hour of fuel, which is working okay. Got oxygen. Yay, oxygen, I'm not starving, suffocating, what have you. We're gonna over here and get the rest of our plant stuff. And... grab this piece. Some storage container. It's not in the middle of nowhere. Let's grab some oxygen over here. Probably going to relocate this closer to the base once we're actually a bit more established. So I've got one more thing here. What am I going to put there? Probably going to put another constructor in once I get the time. Oh, right, this is done. So let's make... Can I make another constructor? 5 electronics. I need a lot of electronics. Yeah, see, the electronics take up the copper and silicon, but we're going to make 10 of those, which should be enough for a second constructor. And... Actually, let's not worry about the constructor. Let's worry about getting this block so I can actually have a front door. A front door is important, you know? We'll make about 24 blocks, because we already got the one. I like nice and even numbers. If I have a distinct... That's not going to be enough. 229, sure, what the hell. And we got 2, pop one back in the tank. Boom, shakalaka. And I guess I'll put the storage bins here. Alright, so here we're going to put our growing stuff. Because they give you plenty of plants. There's that. Plant stuff. I think there's a total of 9 different kinds of plants that give you seeds for the first 6. There's growing plots, medical stuff, water's also used for food, actual fruit, those completely fill you up, which is rather nice. And then these things I'm just going to let rot for the sake of having plant material. spoiled food material. Pour a spare food tank in there. Antidote pills. I think there are things on the spot that can poison me. Alright, so there's that. Let's finish our box and finish them up. Alright, so we want here, 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 and here. And we'll put our front door. And we're going to leave that open so I can actually see inside here right now. I don't have any lights yet, which is an unfortunate circumstance. Jump back up. We'll do that. At least this way things can't crawl in and say hi to me. At least without knocking. Alright. And there we go. We have our first floor. One block, which is nice. It's nice. I'm not going to complain. Alright, so we got another 8 of those made. I really should probably make another 20 or something. I'll worry about a roof in a minute. We need lights though. Probably should do at least what, 1 on each wall on the outside, so that's 4. We'll see how much the light, because right now they have an issue where a light will bleed through the walls, and you can kind of get interior lighting by just having exterior lighting. And knowing me, I usually end up using a gazillion friggin' lights in my bases. Eats up way too much power. So let's do our 4 little lights there, and that should be enough to hold us over all these wonderful, wonderful whole blocks. Yeah. Alright, there we go. And just going to kind of repeat what we did over here. There we go. Go. And there. Actually, we can do that over the wall, because that's where the door's going to go. And then, technically, I think we need a 3rd one for that, but we're out of blocks anyway, so it doesn't matter all that much. But. Will I make this thing completely symmetrical? Ooh. Oh, I forgot I have a flashlight. Alright. Oh, and I ran out of glass bits. Right? Yeah, I ran out of glass bits. Oh, my lights. There they are. 1, 2. Alright, so that'll give us a little bit of something for light. As soon as it finishes up its damn thing. Come on, come on. You can do it. There you go. Atta girl. Alright, so we've got lights. Let's put 1 over the entrance. Gives us a light out there. And then I need to figure out, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So quite frankly, it doesn't matter. So we're just going to do, I do have the 3rd line over here. I did on the 2nd one, so we can do it over here. 1 at that corner. And then we're going to do 1 at that corner. And then we're going to do 1 more. I'm inclined to say this is the middle. There. And then we just need 2 more lights for the exterior, and that should get us covered. And actually, wasn't my guesstimation right? And it was close enough. Alright, and now we can have a door. So things don't eat me and come and say hi in the middle of the night. You said, I come and eat things and say hi in the middle of the night. Very important distinction. Alright, so in here we have absolutely nothing being built, which is a travesty into itself. Alright, so I need to do... Oh, where is it? I suppose I do need a food processor one way or the other. And then over here we need 2 more computers and 10 metal components. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we need a computer. Just gonna do 10 of those, control devices, 2 computers, and then control devices, 1, 2, 3, 5. And then that should be enough to make a 2nd constructor. So, that there, what was it gonna be? It's gonna be, put them in each corner, and I'll give me like what? Because this is 8 I said, so that's 2, 4... Math is hard. I'll have 4 left in the middle, which means... Or will I have 4 left in the middle? 1, No, we won't have 4 left in the middle. Oh, snap. We won't have 4 left in the middle. We will have very little space left in the middle. Oh, sure, we will. We'll just do that then. And then this is our food processor, which has all these wonderful things we can eat. Which, on a side note, we're going to grab those. Grab that. That. Pretty much all the plant stuff, because we're going to have to use this for storing other things aside from just fuel and whatnot. Alright, so we're going to put these. And let's see these at the top. Doesn't have a whole lot. 6, our water, and the alien bits. And other alien bits are those rots, and that's a placeable object, so that'll go with the other placeable object. And we'll give ourselves either food. And we actually start needing to get gas soon, I think. No, we got another 5 hours because I'm not really an instructor. Alright, so over here, I need 4 more cables. 1, 2. Make that guy, and that'll be our second instructor, because you've got something making on the one for actual components. You can have like raw materials and stuff on the second one. I know in a different game I was using, I think, 4 at a time. I did 1 completely for ammunition for our guns, because ammunition takes forever. Did 1 for fuel, because fuel takes a while when you have a lot of it. I did another one for... Oh, what was it? Oh yeah, raw components, and then the other one for all the process stuff where we keep all the other resources. Which is more or less what's happening over here. So that's about to finish our second one. Here we go. We're going to pop this sucker in the other corner. Boom. All the fine shiny lights. Yay, lights. And then I need to make a refrigerator, but most unfortunately I am utterly and totally out of... what are they called? Yeah, we'll just do... And we'll have him start making some Promethean packs, because we're going to need those. Put those in there too. Oh, right, lights. Lights were the other thing we needed. And a refrigerator, but we don't have the tech for the refrigerator yet, so we just need more... we need, what, 2 for the one side, 1... Yeah, it's 2 more. So, let's do 2 of these, 2 of these, and then we'll do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, we're starting to really quickly run out of cobalt just getting the components just to get like all the electronics and stuff for the base. It's a little annoying. Alright. Oh good, those are done. So actually I need to do... put this back outside. We're leaving a Promethean here because for whatever reason I'm out exploring and I run out of fuel, I need to have something left to start the base back up and be able to produce other resources. Which is kind of important. Pop that back in there. Grab 5 bottles. Am I sliding? Or is that just the water making me think I'm sliding? I think I'm just losing my mind. Okay, and we're just going to leave the constructor here. It's not a huge deal. We will pick up our war plant, because we don't really need it anymore for that lighting. We are going to use it over here to make sure that these objects are lit sufficiently. There we go. And this way I can see them at a distance and make sure no horrible monsters are trying to snack up on me and eat me. No one likes to be eaten. No one at all. So, over here we have our extra lights. And words are not doing good. 4 of those. I've got some motors. We'll make some more electronics, and we'll make some extra metal plates, and that should give us a good enough working material there. The metal pieces are going to go in here. This is our magnesium, because that's where we use like bullets at some point. Oh yeah, should probably make a gun too. Guns are important. Alright, so over here actually we need to make these. But I'm running a little low on metal bits. I see my food's running low. I'm not gonna die the moment I do it. 3, 4, 5. That should be enough. Run super low iron. Alright. Right, so let's get these lights put outside. Those are important. And it was 1 on each corner, I want to say. Yeah, 1 on each corner. So we sneak over here. There's 1. What the hell is that? heard something. I swear to God, I heard something. Alright, well, we're lit. I swear I heard something explode. Here. Okay. I'm going insane. Quite normal. I expect that, honestly. Alright, hey, look, we have a gun. No bullets, but we have a gun. Yay, we have a gun, no bullets. It's got a flashlight, too. Alright, so that's a lot of metal pieces. Holy shit. I forgot I paid that many. Well, that was a sudden and drastic increase of things. Alright, so let's make some bullets. That'll give me 5 magazines, I want to say. That should be enough. And over here, got the other metal pieces, and slot those suckers in. So we've got plenty of pistol ammo. Got plenty of fuel, got plenty of O2 for a change. Food is piecemeal going down. I'm not totally worried about it. Air. Ah, that's what I need to make more of, was the things for a roof. Alright, so we'll make 6 of those guys. And then that should be enough to get us, I think another 20 blocks should do it. We'll do 30. That should be enough between everything here. Alright, so I think we're about to make it through. Oh shit, there's 3 of them now. And they didn't tell me I was being attacked! Oh, I need to get bullets. Shit. Yeah, bullets are important. Let's go out there and get them with our new gun. I'm like, oh, bullets are a thing. Alright, so this gun has a wonderful range of 180 meters, which is about double what the old one was. And it's got a scope. Oh, and my whole system just goes to crap when we do that. Alright, so let's go say hi to our little friend here at 180 meters. Surprise, motherfucker! Boom. It's so much more efficient. We're just going to go to the other gun, and we're going to regret life decisions if we get shot. And we're going to run out of ammo. Do the awkward shuffle as he tries to shoot me. There we go. Down he goes. And our base held up again. And I only got a little bit shot. And again, wonderful resources that they provide. And I think over in this direction, at some distance, is another base, because that's usually where they come from to try and eat you. So over here, take all the wonderful resources that they're going to be so kind and what in the hell is that thing? It looks like something out of a hentai. Ooh. Alright. Alright. So let's go over here. I do not appreciate being attacked quite like that. That was rather rude. So, we're gonna shuffle back over to our base, realize we are quite literally starving at this point, so we will now eat. So we don't take any health loss, and then that fills up your health. For your food. The green gauge. The green gauge. Alright, so we've got bullets, The assault rifle came in really good handy. Grab more bullets, because bullets are a thing, and they're very important. Light those bullets. We're going to deposit all these wonderful components that we just got back in here, which will help seed our future expansions, because a lot of these things, like the reactor cores, are just a pain in the rear end to have to actually make. 3 metal pieces are going to go in here, because these are actually used for bullets. Not that I need any, because they're dropping plenty, but, you know, it is what it is. There's the O2. I've got those 30 units of stuff. Jump pack on. And I would like to go up, but I guess if you're not going to let me, the bars are recharge. Up we go. That's one thing I have to be careful about. If I don't know they're actually there, and they start, like, trying to eat me, or shoot up my base, a very nasty surprise for me. That's supposed to be like that. Alright, well, we get to make the new tool, because... Oh no, that's fine, that's actually... I need to do that roof like that anyway. Never mind. So yeah, there's a neat tool called a remove and repair tool. Where'd it go? That guy right there. It lets you deconstruct what you make and gives you all the components back. Well, it's really handy. Especially because I like the screw up a lot when it comes to actually building things. To make chargers for it, though, I need promethium. I need to equip it. I need promethium and, 10 metal pieces. So I think this is where all of our gas is. I'll make one of those. Alright, any more wonderful surprises? Alright, so some of the things start to spawn, like the little baddie over there. He won't attack, the little slugs won't, but anything with, I guess... I heard another video once, anything over 2 legs, kill it. Kill it with fire. Slugs don't have any legs, so they don't count, but there are... The Audigas, I think, have 4 legs, and they're rather unpleasant individuals. Oh, how the hell am I going to get up there? Oh. I forgot. I gave myself an extra in. Top. There we go. Back up here. There we go. And we're kind of out of blocks. Again. Alright. Almost done, and we can kind of tie off there because I'm running a little bit long. Almost an hour. So let's get some extra 20 blocks. I think that'll work. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's math is hard. Probably need like 30 blocks. Yeah, it should work. Knock on wood. Top. Alright, so there is that charge. And probably don't need the... Not needing the drill tool yet, so I'll just put it in here so in case I die, I won't lose access to it. Same thing with the filler and flattener. Oxygen, put an emergency reserve in there in case I die. I've got something else to go off of, and keep that, and that there. Put this bad boy, reload it. Takes forever. Alright, put this with a quick slot. Hey, and we made it for almost our first night. Alrighty, 25 blocks because we ran out of the other freaking plates. I want to make 20. I don't want to make 20! No! I just want to do 10. Let's take up so much iron ingots. I can't afford to replace all that. Don't do that. It's very unpleasant. Go. I'm actually just gonna do that number there. There we go. Actually, I think... Ah! We do have enough. And... Oh, I fucked up. Alright, well, that's what it looks like when you fudge things up. Oh, how am I going to get on the roof? How am I going to get on the roof? Do I have enough to finish like this? Yeah, I have enough. I think. Barely. Have one left, which will work. Because what we'll do is we'll go up through the roof. There we go. Rooftop access. And we're just going to jump up. And we're just going to break these guys down. And that'll give us the raw components used to make them. And we are going to do that there. So now we have a completely enclosed and relatively well-lit base. Alright, we're almost out of iron, so on our next episode we'll probably see about going for an iron mine. Make a couple quick lights, so it's not completely pitch black in here. And a fuel tank, and I think that'll work us off rather nicely for the first day. Come on. Boom, shakalaka. So we're going to do a light against this wall. Do a light against that wall. Here we go, we're nice and bright. And then our extra reactor tank, fuel tank, to go right there. It's got juice, so let's grab... Ooh, don't have any more juice. Got some juice. Some juice is better than no juice. Promethium mining too, while I'm thinking about it. Alright, let's toss nothing in the top one, because that's all we have. Alright, I think we're going to wrap things up there. Thanks for watching if you've stuck around this long. My name is Whipray. I'm hopefully going to be adding more videos. Not necessarily this one of this game, but I'll come back to it at some point, I'm sure. I hope everyone has a great day, night, evening, what have you, and